Lute Olson recruited me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
At Iowa?
Yeah.
Wow.
He recruited me, man. And I told him, like, if you were anywhere else, I would have gone.
So if he was at Arizona at that time,
I
you would have
gone.
Wildcat.
I would have gone.
Yeah.
I thought Lute Olson this is my Lute Olson moment. Like, I kind of venture off every now and then. It's not because I'm old. It's just because I just, feel like I can get away with it.
It's your show. Go ahead.
But Lute Olson, man, like, Dr. J was the coolest basketball player I've ever seen. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I saw Dr. J, it was just like the way he walked. Just, I mean, he was always like, socks were right, just shorts, man. Doc had the afro. Everything was just perfect about him. I remember when I first played against him, I hope he didn't think I was weird or anything. I just stared at him. Now, I tried to bust him up. Don't get me wrong. But I was just like, he didn't realize how much I really loved watching him. He was so cool. George Gervin was cool, like where he walked. John Drew, if you ever knew him as a player, way John Drew was on the court, he was just smooth, right? Lute Olson was like that on the sideline to me. Like, I watched Lute Olson, man, good-looking guy. You could tell that he was in heavy demand when he was single, right? And just his demeanor, man. Just look at some old videos of Lute Olson. He was just cool, man. And when he came into my house and recruited me and sitting there, and he sat there, I was just like, man, because, at that point in time, me growing up in the city, I didn't have much interaction with a lot of whites. I didn't. But when he came up in there, man, I was just like, man, that's a cool white dude. Like that, my high school coach was Italian. He was rough around the edges. But Lute Olson was like cool. And I was like, man, I wanted to go play for this guy so bad. And Ronnie Lester was there at Iowa, was a good friend of mine. And I just was thinking about cornfields and just.
Yeah, you talk about not being around a lot of white guys. You would have been only around white guys in Iowa.
And Lute didn't. He never let me forget it, man. Like, he didn't, man. He had an assistant coach named Roethlisberger, which he followed him to Arizona as well. He recruited me, and I kind of hate that. And then Lute used to always come up to Suns games, and he'll see me like, oh, you let me down. Like, I know Lute. So I'm probably letting him down now. He's looking down at me, and I'm saying I was cheering for the Blue Devils. I would never cheer for Duke in my life. The only reason I like Duke now is because of Grayson. I love Grayson. I like Tyus Jones. I like Mason Plumlee. So Grant Hill's a good friend. But Duke, that's the school. Ugh. But I liked them when Saul lost, though. That's what I wanted.
We all silly like the mayor.